Hey people, yeah, thanks very much, yeah, for the support pictures that people have been sending me, yeah. Take a look at this one here from Stormsync, yeah. Can you believe Stormsync just done this in less than like 2 hours, man? That guy's talented as fuck. Anyway, man, I'd like to thank all the people for giving support, and anybody who's interested in doing these support pictures for me and everything, watch this video here, and it'll give you the description and stuff, yeah. So thanks very much, guys, and here's the new video. Hi moi, it's TEMPHUiBIS here, and today is a video that I always said I wanted to do from time ago. So what do I mean by 100% expectations? You know when you always will go and see a film, yeah, you love the film a lot, but you have one little problem in there with it. I mean, don't you ever remember times where you probably watched a film and you loved everything about it? Everything. It got everything down to the crisp. You didn't have one complaint. Maybe you may have had a comment which wasn't really a negative comment, something that, you know, you could get over easily. It was nothing, no serious thing, but you had absolutely nothing worries whatsoever. Like, you loved it 100%. That's the video I want to talk about today. Let me just quickly fix something over here first. Alright, so I've decided to talk about films. I decided to talk about a certain couple. I've got a list of films I want to talk about today, and the first one I'm going to talk about is Outlaw. That was a film, yeah, that I did love a lot, but I was expecting a damn lot. I actually set a high expectation for this film because I thought this film was going to be gosh damn perfect. I thought the violence was going to go much more further than it did. I felt the storyline got in the way of the film personally, yeah, and it stopped half the action that there could have probably have been. So that did not match 100%. You know what I'm saying, yeah? And another film, yeah, that didn't really match my 100%, yeah, was Resident Evil Degeneration. Now, what I expected from that, yeah? I mean, I expected it to be like Resident Evil, have Resident Evil characters and everything there. It did have that, yeah, so I'm not gonna lie about that. But I was expecting still a bit more action and a bit more violent. For Resident Evil, I mean, you know, you usually go to a place where zombies have been. There's usually blood all over the floor, yeah, usually a dead man in that corner over there or something like that, yeah. It felt like a film, yeah, where Resident Evil just, as if it just started, kind of. I can't explain that. But that film was good, but definitely didn't meet my 100% expectations. Let me talk about a film that did meet my 100% expectations, but you got to look at the expectations in a situation. It's actually the Transformers movie, and I'm talking about the old Transformers movie. I'm talking about this one, not this one. And that, when I was a kid, I used to watch Transformers, you know. The only expectation I had is I wanted to see Transformers. So obviously it had to look like Transformers, it had to be like Transformers. I never wanted anything like upgrade of the animation, of the graphics, or how it looks, so you know what I mean, right? Because when you're a young kid, yeah, you didn't really focus on that type of stuff back then. But it had that anyway. And it's a film that I could not stop watching. I watched it so many times, yeah, that I fucked up the VHS. But you know, but now I've got it on DVD, so it's just fantastic, man. It's a film that's just so much classic. You know, I've always just loved it so much and everything like that. Now, here's this one. Here's the Transformers 2007 one. It didn't match my 100%. I was expecting at least some of the Transformers look like Transformers. I mean, like, and also, there was characters in there that I thought, why weren't they in there? Where was Soundwave? And why was Frenzy some weird mouse thing turning into a tape machine and all that rubbish? It was damn good effects. The effects are fantastic. I mean, how they made the Transformers transform and do all that stuff, yeah, you can tell, yeah, they got the people who did the Citroen adverts to do that. How they did that film was absolutely fantastic. And I can't wait for the next one either. But still it didn't match it 100%. Now here's a film that was matched 100%, but I didn't actually have a good high expectation for this either. I didn't place a high one. It was the Hegemony Championship Road. You know, what expectation could I have besides it being Hegemony and being how Ippo's going to defend his title? How is the pressure going to affect him in that? What was we going to see new in this? Had everything. So of course that was going to match my expectations, man. It was definitely going to do it. It was definitely perfect, and as for a Hegemony fan like me, it is damn perfect. Got the DVD of that as well, as everyone knows. And yes, I'm reading off a list. Now I want to talk about my favourite films of all time, which I think I've said on bare videos by now. My favourite film here is Watership Down, and then I also love Animal Olympics a lot. Did it match my expectations? Well, unfortunately, I never had no expectations, because when I was a kid, you know, what was Watership Down? Hey, my brother goes, hey, let's watch this film here called Watership Down. Fine, I'll watch it. I loved it. There was nothing to expect, but I loved it. And it's still a brilliant film that touches me today, especially Animal Olympics. You know, I mean, these films were just these films to me, yeah, just define animation films. It defines originality as well, and I just don't think you'll ever get films like these again, you know. But there was no expectations, so how could they match my expectations? So really, but I just had to point it out anyway. And now here's a film that matched my expectations, but I set the expectations very low, and that is The Incredible Hulk. No, not the Hulk, The Incredible Hulk. Yeah. This film was absolutely fantastic. I already had my thoughts on the sense of Abomination not going to look much like how he looks in the comics. Although, yes, he looks a bit different in the comics. There's still a concept that he has, and the film didn't use that concept. And, you know, there was but as it goes with the film and the fight, and also the camera views and the, you know, all of the scenes with the Hulk, you know, they were all just absolutely perfect. Everything was just written nice and well. Everything was nice and brilliantly structured. And I've seen the making of it, boy. You can see how hard they worked on it. You know, they didn't even think they could pull it off. It was that impossible for them, but they did it. So that's a film that matched my expectations, but I did set a low one. I know if I would have set a really, really high one, it probably wouldn't have matched it. You know. Now, here's a film I need to talk about. Yeah, it's Kung Fu Panda. I set a damn low expectation. I didn't think the film was going to be... I thought the film was going to be something that I would laugh at and not laugh with. But then, I will admit, I was not laughing at all. There was actually fight scenes that I thought was actually cool. I didn't think they would put fight scenes and anything like that. But there was other scenes as well what made it class. I mean, you know, it still had one thing that I was going to probably expect, which was like the last fight. It's like Po beats the last guy so easy in a very weird way. Like, I mean, that evil guy, when he beats everyone else up in the film, yeah, he's like the serious guy, you know, you just can't take down. You feel scared, like, how's the panda gonna take him down? And he does it in the end, nice and weirdly normal. But besides that, I just think it didn't match 100%, right? Yeah, but when it comes to the action wise and stuff, I think that was better than what I expected, much better. So that's very cool, right? So I've been talking about loads of all the films, right? Yeah, that match 100%, but I set low expectations for. So let me talk about one, right? Yeah, that I set my expectations high and it actually matched it high. You'll never believe it, but this is a film that I couldn't believe actually did it. And I was a little bit young, but not too young. It's the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Now, just where do I begin? That that film matched everything. I mean, let me explain to you the story. I just remembered, yeah, going to my childminder's house, going upstairs to find something for her son. So I went in his bedroom and I saw a big massive poster of Akira. And that was the first time I ever seen an anime drawing in my life. And from the looks of the way the poster was done, I can tell there was actually a movie here which is animated. So I really badly wanted to watch that because I knew it looked good from the animation. And then one time they lent my brother a manga video. So by this time I knew that this is manga I was looking at. And the film was called RG Veda, and I did not like it. It weren't my type of... I mean, I loved the animation, yeah. I was loving the animation I was watching along, but I didn't like what the film was about. I didn't like the characters and how they are, but I loved the design though, and it just wasn't my type of thing. Then they lent my brother another one called Lensman, and I watched that as well, and I thought that was just boring, but once again, loved the animation. So I was saying in my head, is there any manga films that's done in that style but has fighting in it in the way that I expect it to be? You know, then I always wanted to watch Akira, but I never got the chance to watch Akira. But one day my brother comes in and goes, Alan, you know, there's a Street Fighter manga movie out. And I was like, a Street Fighter manga? The first thing that went to my head is that I was expecting to see every single Street Fighter, although there was only 12 at the time, in the film, yeah. I wanted each one of them to have a good part, and they did. The film was absolutely beautiful. I loved the film. It was like it had every character in there, and they gave them all lovely parts, whether it's a short part or big part, but they gave them all a lovely part, and it was just nice and perfect. And it was like they just made it completely straight for the Street Fighter fans. And according to, if I've read the credits right, it seems that Capcom actually helped manga to make the film, which makes so much sense. That's what makes it better. And the film is so well written. It's like, with manga, could they even do it? Could they? I mean, could they do something like that again? I don't think they could. You know, it's so much work they must have put into one. Could they do it again? It's be hard. You know, I can imagine. But it was brilliant. So that's the thing I set my expectations the highest for, and it matched it at the highest point. Definitely matched every single bit. And unfortunately, I set those expectations as high as that as well on the Street Fighter movie, the one with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And unfortunately, that turned out to be the biggest, most disappointment ever. Well, not the biggest. The Bouncer was the biggest, but this was a damn disappointment. And so disappointing, yeah, that, I mean, do I have to say anything? There's other films, yeah, that meets expectations, although you set low ones. There's some that don't meet much and everything, that right, yeah, but that's all I really wanted to talk about and focus about, really. And, I'm just glad, yeah, that all these films. Now, I like these films, but you know, it's all perfect. But let me tell you one thing, right? Yeah, there's a film coming out soon. In fact, I've already pre-ordered it, and I'm setting a high expectation for that. And this is a film called Killer Bean Forever, and it's from Jeff Liu. And if you don't know who Jeff Liu is, yeah, I'll tell you who he is. Yeah, he is a 3D animator who's been involved in making special effects for films like Matrix 2, X-Men 2, and now the new Transformers 2 coming out. He has made Killer Bean 1 in 1997, which was a good video, but then he made Killer Bean 2, which was viewed millions of times on iFilm long time ago in 2000. And he's been spending time making... He went to make a Killer Bean 3, but then he decided to change it and make it into a film. And it took him 5 years to make this film. You know, everyone knows I want to make a 3D animation film, yeah? This guy's done it. That's why he inspires me a lot. And it makes me even happy to know that he's subscribed to me. So I thank Jeff for that. And Jeff, mate, I cannot wait for your film. I expect this film is going to be one of the best films I've ever seen in my life, because I mean, I know Jeff's style, yeah, and he always has lovely action with it, and he knows how to animate like hell. In fact, I bought, yeah, the Learning DVD, and you know, you might as well say, yeah, I'm Jeff's pupil. You might as well say I'm his student, because that he has he's helped me gain where I am right now, you know. So I just want to thank Jeff Liu a lot, and I hope this film is going to be just absolutely fantastic, because mate, I'm ready for it, man, and I can't wait till the DVD arrives, and I can't wait to watch it. This is going to be a fantastic film. So let's see if that meets 100%. Well, that's all I've got to say, guys, yeah. So I'd like to thanks very much for watching this video. And what would my next video be about? The next video will probably be the Q&A. So that's all I've got to say, guys. So thanks very much, yeah. I'll see you all later. Love you all.